bringing his case in front of the Supreme Court.
The first time I heard that JayZ probably was my father when I was 8 years old, my mom came up to me and was like, "Hey Rob, you know I got something to tell you. That's your dad's fault." Mom did tell me she went in there and filed a paternity test.
I took R.Kelly's side because I believe what he was saying. Everybody bashing him about fucking with Aaliyah when she was young. But then you gotta think about JayZ was fucking with Foxy Brown when she was the exact same age.
Have you ever been in a situation where you were almost killed?
R.Kelly has recently dropped a bombshell revelation about JayZ, claiming that the feds now have real charges against him. But it's not just any charges. It's related to a long-standing paternity issue that's been haunting the hip-hop mogul for over a decade. Reports suggest that JayZ has been preventing his alleged son from taking a DNA test. And if the results do come out positive, it could spell trouble for his reputation, his marriage with Beyonce, and his entire legacy. With this scandalous news breaking out, the music industry and the public are eagerly waiting to see how this will unfold.
The first time I heard that JayZ probably was my father when I was 8 years old, my mom came up to me and was like, "Hey Rob, you know I got something to tell you. That's your dad for real."
Rymir Satterthwaite has been entangled in a legal battle with JayZ for 10 years over claims that the rapper is his biological father. While JayZ has always denied the claims that he's never done anything substantial to prove these claims are wrong, the fact that he doesn't have a solid proof to deny this shows JayZ is indeed guilty.
JayZ, it is important that I know who my biological father is. I don't know how he's feeling. Like I would hope he would think about it.
Poor boy. Did you see how he craves his father's love? But it looks like JayZ has no plans to consider the paternity test even for the next 10 years. But Rymir Satterthwaite has been trying to prove that JayZ is his biological father since he was 21. And he's now bringing that struggle to the Supreme Court in an attempt to unseal the case and force Carter to undergo a DNA test. Speaking to Daily Mail about the latest twist in the roller coaster case, Rymir claimed that he wants nothing more than to see justice served, and that he will go to any length to see that day. He went on to say that all he wants from the wealthy rapper, who is married to pop queen Beyonce, is for JayZ to accept him as his son.
My mom did tell me she went in there and filed a paternity test, and it just, basically I can say it was a whole lot of running around with that case. It was a whole lot of things.
However, JayZ's attorneys dismiss Rymir's claim by saying that the allegations have already been extensively evaluated by the courts and have been disproved. I am confident that will be the conclusion of whatever filings Mr. Satterthwaite may be now considering happens. But this is not going to be over until justice is served. Well, Rymir is not aiming to stop anytime soon. As he said, "I just want to live my life, and when it is all said and done, I hope that JayZ would want to be a part of my life. If that is God's will, I won't stop fighting for this until I win. And I will win because the law is on our side." To that end, Rymir filed a new motion with the New Jersey Supreme Court in February of this year, requesting that the court unseal years' worth of documents dating back to 2012, arguing that keeping the case secret has denied him due process. Besides, Rymir also claims that in the autumn of 1992, his late mother Wanda said she had sex with JayZ while in an on-again, off-again relationship with her high school boyfriend. Wanda was 16 at the time, and JayZ was 22, far from the worldwide rap superstar he is today. But according to Rymir claims, the connection was brief, and by the time he was born in July 1993, the supposed romance between his mother and JayZ had ended. If all this proves right, then it looks like R.Kelly's claims about JayZ were right all along. Ronnie, a close acquaintance of R.Kelly, mentioned in an interview how R.Kelly disclosed all these secrets about JayZ and his power game.
Everybody bashing him about fucking with Aaliyah when she was young. But then you gotta think about JayZ was fucking with Foxy Brown when she was the exact same age, so.
A lot of accusations and claims in one sentence. Well, an even juicier detail is that R.Kelly has accused JayZ of pedophilic behavior as well. Guess who is the minor involved in this case is? Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown is a 27-year-old rapper who was in an abusive relationship with JayZ while she was not of legal age.
That I never heard you share before. You said that you went through some physical abuse.
Oh, absolutely.
With the men that you were attracted to.
In response to this, fans speculated about JayZ's weird mannerisms and noticed his inclination towards young girls. One of them tweeted, "JayZ is a pedophile too. He was accused along with Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein of buying a 5 or 6-year-old." Not only that, Damon Dash was also recently interviewed by Nick Cannon, who asked him, "At what age was Foxy Brown signed?" And Cannon responded by saying, "I wasn't paying attention to Foxy Brown. I didn't sign Foxy Brown. Stop putting me in that. Don't beat around the bush. Say what you want to say." What do you mean by that question? It seems like you've got a question for Jay. Ask him. Well, when Cannon pressed him to give a clear answer, he exploded on the host.
Kenyatta, I'm just asking. Why you bring that up? What happened with Foxy Brown? I don't know. What were you saying?
But as fate would have it, Damon did slip up while evading the question, which basically proved that there was something going on sexually between Foxy and JayZ. He said, "I never stuck in the Fox's box, but damned if I ain't opened Pandora's box. They try to slander your man on CNN and Fox." Sometime after the allegations were made, Foxy Brown addressed them, claiming that they were as false as they come. She said, "The atrociousness of this story sickened me to my stomach. Any and everyone involved will be contacted by my attorney. In all my years in the music industry, these are the most disgusting and disrespectful allegations I've ever experienced. This fictitious story, with no audio, visual, or written interview, clearly was concocted with malicious intent. I will not let any undercover hater create discord and disrespect my name and reputation. This disrespect will not be tolerated." Well, even though her words are sound and clear, the fans believe that the allegations have some truth to it. They even speculate that maybe some underhanded means were used to force Foxy to make this statement in order to defuse the situation. Not to mention, there were some absurd rumors flying around that the rumors were started by Foxy herself to expose Kelly for exploiting her innocence. I think he began to feel the pressure because people were saying my age, the age thing, 15, 14, and after a while, that gets to a person. The Jay I know, the Sean I know, never comes out of character. So for that, and that's my point, that's where the tears come from earlier, because people don't understand that it does affect people more than you think. That fact that he felt the need to say that means that something struck something. At some point, it was just like, enough. Well, Wendy Williams was also convinced that there was something shady about JayZ and Foxy Brown's relationship. While announcing Foxy's memoir release, Wendy took some jabs at the celeb's unnatural relationship. Foxy Brown has a memoir coming out in December. You might not care. The book is calling up on the most controversial moments of her history and life and hip-hop, and so on and so forth. Kim Osorio, please don't be weak with this writing. Please, if you're going to tell it good. Foxy is very open about her life, but I remember when Foxy and JayZ had I'll Be, Foxy was the star of that. JayZ and Foxy Brown were allegedly a romantical thing. All right, I'll say alleged, but we know. Yeah, she hit it before Beyonce, allegedly. And if you don't know, then let us tell you that the talk show queen is widely known for her tea in the entertainment industry, and her sources are usually credible. But how does JayZ being a pedophile affect R.Kelly? Well, Kelly and Aaliyah, his girlfriend at that time, both were shushed so this matter could die down and JayZ could get away with his charges. This revelation led people to conduct comparisons. Beyonce 18 and JayZ 30, R.Kelly 27 and Aaliyah 15. In both cases, the women were teenagers. In both cases, the men were 12 years older. In both cases, there was a romantic relationship. What's the difference in acceptability? However, R.Kelly also confirms the FEDS about JayZ being in a relationship with a minor. That too with not only Foxy, but a lot of other underage girls as well. Now, it might not be a surprise for everyone because JayZ is known to be a sleazy pervert. His relationship with Aaliyah has been under wraps for years, even after the girl died in 2001 in a tragic plane crash. Yes, JayZ was also involved with R. Kelly's dead ex, Aaliyah. Sometime later, Aaliyah's then-boyfriend Dame stepped up to explain the kind of obsession JayZ had. According to Dash, he didn't even know JayZ had feelings for Aaliyah before he started dating her. He said, "I did not know Jay was trying to holler at her, but then it just happened like that. He was trying, I was trying, everybody was trying. He was going hard." One of Aaliyah's fans tweeted on this matter saying, "Aaliyah was never interested in JayZ. She chose Dame Dash. Even if she was still alive, I feel Jay would have went with Beyonce anyway, because Aaliyah didn't want him. But I do believe he would have kept trying and maybe not dated Beyonce until later on." That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.